point folders so you can access it. And second, I will share with you this demo scenario steps according to which one Alex will present functionality, okay?
Great, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, so please feel free to interrupt us if you have any questions. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Alex, let's start.
Okay, thank you a lot. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, we are seeing the Excel
Uh,
file.
okay, so this test Excel which I prepared before the demo, and the first tools which I want to show is store analysis. So let's start. Uh, let's uh, start. Let's select some one empty cell and try to create some list uh, with empty product nodes. Try some, and we have an error that say us that we can't create some store analysis list without any products. Okay, let's go on to next step.
Alex, one interruption. Maybe the pop-up, can you expand it more? Or is just the normal size of the pop-up with the error message?
Unfortunately, I can't zoom it. This one, you mean
Yeah,
with error, yes?
yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
sorry, we can't zoom it yet because it's like out of the Excel, I don't know, functionality which was
Yes.
migrated from the previous sheets. So it's like writing, like Microsoft Excel, error minus 2147221502, not a range, one cell only, and then something, I believe it's like French, page delay
Yes,
incorrect.
error like in a previous version of this file. So we
Yeah,
just skip it.
We're just getting closer to the screen so we can read some of them. They're a little small.
okay, go ahead, Alex.
Mhm. Okay, let's try to create some uh, store analysis list with one product. Let's say list. I enter my local time. So we have success message. It's complete. So let's go to Frontier and verify that we create this list. It's so you can see this one. This list has been created, and let's see products in this list. So we see only one product as we expected. So let's go to next one. So let's create. Let's select some products with valid products and, for example, not existing products. And let's create this one. So some list name. Okay, let's transfer. So we see this message that says that we have to reject not existing products, and let's go to Frontier and try find out this. Oh, wait a minute. So this list which I have already created, and let's see that only two products was added to this list, and two not existent products was rejected. So let's go to next step. For example, we want to we select only invalid products and try to create some list. So we see that all these products were rejected, but list empty list created. So let's see how it's work. This one, this list, as you can see, 0 products in this list.
I think that's a little different than today, right? Like I think if it was a bunch of invalid numbers today, it wouldn't actually create a list.
But we migrated functionality from so it's like to like. We see that empty list created and we do the same. Maybe
Okay,
we
I'll
can.
double check on that.
So it's not a problem. We can avoid this prevent. I mean that maybe if some products invalid in batch or all batch invalid, we shouldn't create the empty list.
Yeah, okay. I'll double check because I wasn't aware that was current functionality. Because there's nothing you can do with those numbers in the list if they're invalid. So
I believe in old version, when we emulate entering from keyboard, we just create a list and then try to add products in already existing already created list, and that's why we I think have some functionality.
have you done any testing for lists that are larger than 715 records? I just sent you an email. I don't know if it's possible on prompt2 notice that stores get files frequently bi-weekly that are larger than 715 items, meaning they would span more than 2 screens worth of data. I was just curious if you had tried it with a large list.
I think no, we don't test for large.
And maybe in Frontier there's not the same limitation, but if a store sent 2,733 items today, it would have to make multiple lists of 715 items per list with the same sort of list name. It would just say number 1, number 2, number 3. If Frontier is capable of having a list that's got 1,262 items on it, then it's not an issue anyway. I was just curious.
Okay, we just double check it and
yeah, no problem. Just checking.
okay. So I think the last one which I try to it's, for example, we try enter some very long list name. For example, this one very more than 25 characters. So we click transfer and we have error list name too long. So I think that's all for this tool. Do you have any questions?
Nope, that's great.
Okay, let's go
Question,
ahead.
Alex.
Oh,
You mentioned that formatted product has a dash, so
oh,
that would be a.
I'm sorry. I can. So let's
Mention.
select it and try formatted list, for example.
That would be, I think, an
Let's
improvement.
transfer
Okay,
complete and go back one and So, oh no, no. Something went wrong. So we can see that formatted product also added in the list. So any other questions, guys?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next tool. It's signage batch. First step which I want to show, it's add some products in batch. Use only batch name and without deal, year, and other quick setup parameters. So enter transfer complete, and let's go to equity and try to find out this batch. This batch has been created, and let's see what in this batch. And we can see all these three products has been added in this batch. So let's go ahead and try to add products with some predefined deal. Oh no, this one. Enter parameters and specify some. So also created a batch. Okay, let's go to equity. No equity frontier. And try find out.
It's much faster because it's doing a direct write, eh? I love it.
Yes. I find this. So, and you can see that we create a signage batch with our products with correct deal and year.
I have a question. I know we're doing small groups of numbers here, but if it was a large list, is it still pretty much instantaneous, or would there be any sort of lag while it's actually writing to the database?
Yeah, work the status bar. Some of the tools we have that take a long time have a status bar, yeah. But that was like instantaneous.
So do we know if when you test with a large batch of numbers, is it still the same performance, or is it slower?
I think it's same performance because we just sent only products numbers, and all work did do in the web server and do very fast.
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, they don't have a vehicle if anything actually happens here, right? And they don't have anything else running, right? And when it comes to our environment, you're going to find it slower.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things better. So
Easy programming.
Yeah, and we'll have
Good question.
We'll have to have this like.
Yeah.
Writing that, but because I asked, just so you know, I asked last week with Roar because they were running something not EUCs and the speed was so quick. But he said they built the application first and then they worry about the speed second.
Yeah, that's okay. you.
Okay, so go to next test case. So let's try create a batch with only enter deal and batch name. So transfer also complete. Go to and try find out this one. Also you can see that batch have been created, and let's see that all products have been added. So correct year and correct deal. And let's try. I believe the same the same functionality like with store analysis when we try create batch with some invalid products. Batch have been created, but I don't know, is it a possible scenario or not? Okay, so let's go next, and let's create signage batch with product with incorrect invalid deal for these products. Some batch name and enter this deal. It's incorrect deal for these numbers, and so let's try a transfer. So we get error from API and with enter valid deal. So we batch hasn't created. Okay. Also we can try create some batch without any selected products. We have an error, and without any parameters. For example, we try, so we need to select, click and transfer. So we have this error message, batch name must be entered. So I think also I want the last thing which I want to show, it's some input set with duplicated product numbers. So I select this one, list, and transfer. Let's go and find out this. This one. One more time. And as you can see, the batch created is only one product. So all duplicate products have been rejected. Okay, so I think that's all for this tool, signage batch. So do you have any questions?
If we had some products that were not on deal 311 in our selected range, and then we had some that were on 311, would it simply create the ones that were for 311 and reject all of the ones that were not on that deal, as an example? Sometimes we have stores that open up an Excel file of items they have on display outside their store, and they put in the current week's deal number, and if anything happens to be on sale, they'll get a batch for those items, and for the things that are not on sale, it skips over them and doesn't create a record. Do you know if that works the same here? So, for example, in your list of things that were not on 309, if you had something that had have been on 309, would it have created a record for that during that previous test you did where it didn't create the batch because it said the items were not...
Create batch, for example, okay, choose this one and try to create a signage batch with incorrect deal, yes?
Yeah, but what if one of the numbers was on the deal that you put in?
Okay. One of them is not in this deal, yes? For example. Yes. Deal.
Just trying to mimic current behavior.
So I believe we create, but we need to check it. Let's find out. This one. And batch created without that product which not in that deal. So product 7070 not added to this deal.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, guys, any other questions for this tool?
Any other questions?
No. Okay.
Okay, let's go to next one. It's tool called Fast Checker. For this tool, we create some mock implementation in IP, and I want to show how it works with mock data. For example, we choose some product list and try to fast checker and enter some, for example, list name and click transfer, and then all rejected products will highlighted. So we transfer, and we see that these two numbers, product numbers, were rejected.
Yeah, so right now, just like a few words from my side, it's like a mocked reply, yeah, that just like two numbers will be marked as red, because the team that is working on implementation are going to implement it only in September, October. So right now we just like, because we start migration of GP-Lord, we are preparing everything on the Excel side, yeah, I can say in that way, and then in September, October we'll then double check integration and retest according to our test strategy that created right now. Okay.
Yes, for now we agreed and contract for this tool and try that it's work as we agreed. So also we can create a fast checker without list, so we have this error, and I think that's all for fast checker, and let's go to the next one. It's a promo IDSS.
Sorry, I have a quick question. Could you just repeat something? I missed it, or about fast checker, where you said something about a list wasn't created, or sorry, could you repeat that?
For fast checker, yes, list wasn't created because for now it's mock implementation. We can't check it in Frontier.
Yeah, so it means that, for example, team that is working of implementation of the fast checker is not yet like implement this functionality. So right now we have just like the same constant response, yeah. for some REST APIs that was defined between Alex and team. It's Leon team, I believe, so which will implement such functionality. Okay, so we finish from our side everything, and when it will be ready on the backend side, we will retest and recheck again. So right now it's like replying in a constant way. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking, but I think there's another way that you're speaking. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys after about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Alexander.
And the last one that I want to show, it's Pro Ideals tools. It's also have mock API, and we see that for some reason two products of this list were rejected, and we see this message: two products were skipped due an error. And when we click OK in this grid, these two products were highlighted. So I think that's all for this tool for now.
So this tool's corporately created this report. So what would the condition be where a product would be rejected?
For now, it's something like third and second product were rejected, and that's all.
Okay, we don't run into situations in real world where a list would have rejected items for this particular tool, because the items that were on the deal file that the store stocked out of are the only ones that could make this list. So I was just curious.
So in real data, so we don't have such situation when some products were rejected. Yes.
Yeah, we never really come across that in the real world, because all the products are on this list are always valid. So I've never seen the error before.
But you know, I just migrated it from previous one, so for some reasons this situation will expected, and I just migrated in this. But you know, maybe some user can accidentally correct this deal, yes, and when it check this one accidentally, I mean, and this tool highlight which product.
It's a valid point. If somebody accidentally manipulated the file or something,
Yes,
I guess we
yes,
just never. Yeah.
because it's okay.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I think that's all from my side. Do you have any questions?
Alex, we need to clarify these questions about the difference, yeah, equity.
Yes.
We have just like 5 minutes. Let's try to do it in a fast way. If it won't be able, we'll send a separate email. So yeah, during the development, we found that there is like a few minor differences between equity behavior and Frontier and current implementation, and we need to discuss it with you guys. Yeah, Alex, can you open?
So we in previous one in store analysis tool we have two separate list for rejected and not existing products, and for new one tool we have only one list. So the question is, does it I don't know, need to separate this list, or if we show it in one list, I mean not existing and rejected products in one list?
I don't think personally it's an important difference. Stores don't do anything with those lists typically, and they just have to click OK twice in the current world, which is kind of annoying anyway.
Okay.
So having them on one list, I don't think is a problem.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then we will just like close it. Thanks. Let's move on.
We put it in the not like for like a difference, so we can.
Yeah, summary with all those items. Yeah.
There's nothing historically because those lists anyone here, and nobody's there and read through them to say.
Alex, I see that we have only like 2 minutes left. Probably it's not enough. Yeah. I will send you in a separate email. Okay. All this like questions from our sides about difference. Okay. To Joel, to you, Mike, and maybe you can reply. Okay. Also, we will share recording, and I propose to move on like each week, maybe on that time, have a demo about AOC implementation. Is it okay for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I think. We'll talk about maybe one day before the demo. So we
for sure.
Yeah. Maybe Tuesday, the best time.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thanks a lot for your time. I hope that generally everything was fine, and we are moving with implementation. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.